Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and there's nothing more romantic than a heartfelt homemade gift. Sure, making pralines might sound daunting, but what if I told you it could be effortless, magical, and even customizable? How about some classic chocolate bites, or maybe a playful strawberry-rum twist? With this easy recipe, you'll create delicious, heart-shaped treats that say "I love you" with every bite. Whether you're surprising your special someone or sharing a little love with friends, these pralines will melt hearts, and not just because they're made of chocolate. So let's make something truly unforgettable together and spread the love. Welcome to Apaulo's Wonderland. There's a saying, the way to the heart is through the stomach. So what could be better than reaching your loved one's heart with a wonderful homemade praline? Hello my friends and fellow Apolonians, welcome back to Apaulo's Diner. I'm your host Apollo Jupiter, and today we're diving into an easy and delightful way to make your very own pralines. Let's get started! What you'll need. In order to get approximately 20 delicious pralines, we will use 110 grams or 3.9 ounces of white or dark chocolate couverture, depending on your taste, 25 grams or 0.9 ounces of Savoiardi biscuits or ladyfingers, 36 grams or 1.3 ounces of butter, 20 grams or 0.7 ounces of powdered sugar. And as optional ingredients for some flavor variations we could use 1 teaspoon of fleur de sel, 1 teaspoon of strawberry flavor powder like Cava or Nesquik for the white chocolate variant, and 1 centiliter or 0.3 fluid ounces of high percentage alcohol like strawberry-rum, which is an Austrian rum with a sweet aroma, or alternatively rum aroma for a non-alcoholic option. Some food coloring if you'd like to give your pralines a special color, and if you're planning on only making little spheres instead of using a mold, use some cocoa powder or some almond powder for coating. For tools we'll need a pot, a mash strainer, a glass or metal bowl, a pan, and ideally a silicone spatula, though a wooden spoon will also do the trick. A dough scraper is helpful too, but if you don't have one, a clean plastic card or the back of a knife will work just fine. To get that lovely heart shape, we'll be using a silicone mold. These are easy to find, for example, on Amazon, and they won't cost much, probably around $10. I'll put a link down in the video description. If you don't have a mold, you could also shape the mixture into little balls. But hey, it's Valentine's Day. Hearts feel a bit more special, don't they? Let's bring Cupid's little helpers into our kitchen, and trust me, it's easier than you think. But before we dive in, a quick note about couverture. I'll be walking you through the steps for white chocolate today because it's a little trickier to handle. It is a bit of a diva. It needs everything just the way it wants or it'll throw a tantrum. White chocolate doesn't contain cocoa particles, which makes it more prone to breaking if the ingredients aren't at a similar temperature. Think of it like making mayonnaise. Everything needs to be just right and at a similar temperature to keep the mixture from separating. Once you've mastered this with white chocolate, you'll find dark chocolate much easier to work with, as the cocoa helps everything bind together beautifully. But the steps for dark chocolate will be exactly the same. Let's go! First, let us create a so-called double boiler. Fill a pot about 3/4 full with warm water and place your glass or metal bowl over it. The water should touch the bottom of the bowl slightly. This setup will allow us to gently melt the couverture. Now set your stove to a medium-low heat. Now break your couverture into small pieces to help it melt faster. Make sure the water isn't too hot. We're going for gentle heat here to avoid the chocolate breaking. If you'd like to use strawberry powder or food coloring, now would also be the time to add it. The whole process will take a bit of patience, probably 5 to 10 minutes, maybe even a bit longer depending on your chocolate. Also, give it a stir from time to time to make sure everything is completely dissolved. While that's melting, let's get the rest of our ingredients ready. Place your Savoiardi biscuits in a freezer bag. It's time to crush the biscuits. If you've had a stressful day, this is your moment. Get in there with a rolling pin or even the bottom of a pan. It's oddly therapeutic, I promise. Now grab your powdered sugar and sift it to remove any clumps. Just place your mesh strainer over a bowl, pour in the powdered sugar, and use a spoon to push it through. Once that's done, melt the butter in a pan over low heat. Once the butter is melted, start adding the powdered sugar in small portions, stirring constantly to combine. Now slowly stir in the biscuit crumbs, again in small portions to keep the mixture smooth. Want to add a splash of rum? Go ahead, now's the time. It's Valentine's Day, just don't let Cupid fly off with the bottle. Add the rum or rum flavoring if you're using it, and stir until everything is well combined. These steps bring all the ingredients to a similar temperature, which is key to keeping the couverture from breaking when we mix it in. Now step by step add this mixture into the melted couverture while still in the water bath. Stir constantly to get a smooth, even mix. If you want to add fleur de sel, now is the perfect time to do so. Now it's time to pour the mixture into the silicone mold. You could also use a pastry bag for precision, but we want to keep it simple, so just scoop the mixture into the mold with a little teaspoon. Press the mixture into the molds to fill each and every corner. At the end, give the mold a little shake to help it settle evenly. Also, smack the mold firmly onto your countertop a few times to make sure the mixture fills every corner and ensures an even shape. Now take your dough scraper or whatever alternative tool you're using and scrape off any excess to level the top. Use the leftover mixture to fill a few extra molds or roll it into ball-shaped pralines. If you're going with the ball-shaped option, it is important to cool the mix for 30 minutes and then roll it into balls. Afterwards, it's a good idea to roll them in cocoa powder or almond flour to keep them from sticking together. I know the temptation is real, but first let's pop the mold into the fridge for at least an hour, or ideally even a bit longer, until they are fully set. You waited patiently, it's time to take them out. Release them carefully from the mold. Should you have trouble getting them out, just pop them back into the fridge and let them cool a little longer. Now they are ready to spread a little love. Delicious. And there you have it, my friends. Easy heart-shaped pralines for Valentine's Day that will bring a smile to your loved one's face and might just find their way from the stomach to the heart. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to Apaulo's Diner for more delicious recipes, crafts, and vintage-inspired fun. And while you're around, you might want to explore this cool content right here. There's always something special waiting for you. Until next time, my friends and fellow Apollonians, wishing you a wonderful Valentine's Day filled with warmth, love, and a sprinkle of sweetness. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.